longer. It does look like something's starting up right now. I feel like the throes of the game, the crowd being anxious. I'm ready to cap tonight off with a banger series, Matsy. I'm keen to jump into it.
Hey, I'm keen too, Max, and I'm especially keen because you're joining me along for the ride, mate.
Yeah, we're going to Amy's hole.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Into
So
the
Amy's
draft
app,
now.
the location, and with how prominent Rasmus has been throughout the day, don't be too surprised to see that either kind of picked or banned right here. I mean, the Rasmus has been all over the place, although from the perspective that we are seeing right now, it looks as if we got the Dubu Hunters, and well, the Dubu Hunters don't want to deal with Zentaru. Rune's going to be the ban on the other side, so yeah, I expect to see Rasmus being locked in, possibly on both teams.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest either. Looks like Drakar going to be the first one taken for the DILFDOZERS. Dubu actually coming out this time. And see what is going to be coming out there. It's Juliet. So funny that the Dubu Hunters are versing a Dubu. I'm keen to see how that goes.
Bold statement, right? You know, can the hunted become the hunters back? Will, you know, Ahmad be able to step toe for toe again? We'll see how it plays off as we get ready to kick this one off again. I'm super keen as well to sort of see what our initial awakenings are. A quick look at it. 1-2 punch going to be taken by 4 of the 6, with only Ahmad and Lunirs going for bulked up instead. But that 1-2 punch on Torrchi, that 1-2 punch on Monk Gyatso, that's going to be huge. Even on GranDSenpai, it's going to be big. But the big one, again, Kruha, getting those extra shots on the Kai. It's going to be tough to break him, yet that's exactly what has happened. He's been broken, well, so hard that the response is a double KO. Barrier might be down, but the pressure's going the other way.
Absolutely, doing the very best they can at the moment to just try and see if they can use that to their advantage. Respawn's coming through, though. Great job from Dubu to just delay this core as long as possible. Now we're back to a stalemate here. Almost seeing some executes in the top side of the map, though.
We'll see what happens again. You have the core flip available for Torrchi, but they weren't able to get to it. In fact, they nearly fall into the hole in the middle. Ahmad trying to create the space that they can. Kruha as well does have the flip, but isn't going to need it because Torrchi's already found the goal. First point goes to the team in blue.
Nicely done there. Fireworks going to be lit as well. We are going to see point number 1 for the Dubu Hunters. So let's see if the Dubu become the hunter now, jumping into this next portion of the match.
We'll see if they're going to be able to take it back, although it's already a lot of pressure. Torrchi right in front of the barrier, forces the first one through. Will they be able to get the second? Monk quite low, and there they go. Core flip used for a KO. Torrchi might be low, but still is going to try to find the cross-up shot. GranDSenpai really wants to lock and load him out, but instead it goes the other way. The double KO into the goal. Torrchi looking hot.
Yeah, hot to the trot there. They are fired up and looking to see if they can take the first set here. Definitely cutting it close to the moment. Let's see if the DILFDOZERS can bring it back now, though. Core goes into motion here, playing towards the bottom side of the field at the moment. Going to see if they can use those Dubu abilities to their advantage. Keep that core at bay as long as possible. Lots of damage being dealt on the top side as well. Barrier going to come down here, so good opportunity for the DILFDOZERS. They lose their own, though, just as quick.
Yeah, this is actually very dangerous. That said, Kruha holds the line. Thought the lock and load would be enough and gets a KO on the tail end of it all. It's just not fair. A second one falls into the hole, and it's punt, coin flip, core flip, whatever you want to call it. It's flippity-dippity-do. It's in, and it goes through. 3-0, clean set. Oh, the Hunters, they have their prey in front of their sights, and they take that first set easy.
Yeah, amazing stuff coming out of that first set there. Like, they're just literally hunting down their opponents time after time here. You see the new trainings come out, though. Catalyst going to be the one picked up there, followed by Prime Time and a Deadeye Peak Performance picked up by a Drakar there. That will be
surprised, actually, we didn't see the Juliet rock the Prime Time. I mean, at the end of the day, like, Prime Time's good on everyone, don't get me wrong, but Ahmad more realistically took that prime time away, so Kruha wasn't going to be able to get it, because if Kruha gets prime time, this game is over, and I don't think a goal is being scored back the other way. The DILFDOZERS in a tough situation nearly lose Monk. In fact, they do. Death's touch enough for the KO. Torrchi gets the KO on the other side, and again, Ahmad has to do it all on his own.
Yeah, poor Ahmad, man. They're doing the very best that they can, but the execution potential is just too great at the moment. At least they've kept the core alive a little bit longer, though, but it looks like their teammates are getting bullied again, trying the very best they can to push the core downfield, but already another one of them gets executed here.
As we do see the pressure there. Lunirs up to Torrchi, and that will find its way through. Quick, easy pass and goal, 1-0 lead. It's looking very, very good for the Hunters at this stage. I mean, they just look that next level above.
Let's see if they can take it one step and go even further beyond here. Ahmad pressing it down now. Stun their opponents temporarily here. Keep the barrier up as well. Almost on track to take down the blue team's barrier. Good push downfield, though. Yields a barrier of closure for opening Morala. Red team, and it's a goal. Lunirs taking it through, and good for 2.
This isn't fair. I don't know. I was told, like, expectation coming into this, yeah, you know, these are 2 teams. Maybe we could see the DILFDOZERS in the final. Dubu Hunters obviously are a favorite, but DILFDOZERS, they look like a team that's struggling to even play the game right now. Torrchi is just getting KOs at whim, finally. Ahmad and Monk, they work together to take them down, but that's only half the battle done. It's not even a power play. It's only a 2v2 now. GranDSenpai is back, but patient play from Kruha is enough to keep it out for now. There's the tofu wall. Not enough, though, for the goal. Ahmad has to play so far forward. This is so risky, Madsy. They get the barrier. They might get the goal, and instead the lock and load missed.
So close there. Unfortunately, not able to break through this time, but at least they've got the barrier down. They can reset, try and repeat some of that motion here, see if they can get some results out of this one. Or a lot of damage results in another execution. Gonna have to play a bit more cautiously again, but a goal somehow breaks through the top. What is going on here? I didn't expect that one to come out of the mix.
Lunirs, is your keyboard plugged in? Were you able to strike? Click? What happened there? I have not seen a whiff that bad all day, so a little help for the Dozers, I suppose, and they're taking that momentum, running with it. A very aggressive opening from the team in red, still trying to get some harassment down, yet Torrchi is able to flip the map back nearly solo. KO on the tail end as well. Power play in favor of the team in blue. They're looking for that second set. Lunirs this time makes contact with the puck, sets up Kruha, and that's gonna be it. Set number 2 goes to the Hunters.
Nicely done by the Hunters there, really keeping up the pressure pretty much all the way through the series at the moment. Just an absolute annihilation coming out from them, but there's still opportunity for the DILFDOZERS here. See if they can bring it back into the 3rd set here. Whether they can really get into their element as they pick up some new trainings.
I mean, the big one I'm seeing, obviously built different, is going to just add to that aggression we've already been seeing already, in a rapid fire as well. I mean, we thought that the Hunters were going to be aggressive before. Well, now they have all of the KO pressure that they need. Dire times for the DILFDOZERS in this first game in this best of 2. Again, only thing on the line is seeding, and realistically, you can call this a best of 3, because if they are to draw, well, then you go to a best of 1 tiebreak. So that's a fun way of looking at it as well. Either way, not looking good for the team in red, although Torrchi's taken quite low. Ahmad trying to bully as much as they can. The tofu wall, not enough to get the KO. Torrchi has to go elusive, and already Lunirs has the first KO.
Yeah, good start coming out there. Barrier going to be coming down as well, and they've got the cracked on the top of the screen there. See if Monk and Gyatso can keep themselves alive long enough to heal here. Stay close to the wall. Do take a bit of damage, so we'll be living a bit longer. Actually going to see some executes come out on both sides now, though. Eager to see if they can take advantage of the pressure here and alleviate some of the stress. No! It's going to be Lunirs taking it in again.
Oh, just a nice little cross up right there. Poor Ahmad just doesn't have the speed to keep up with it. As we are now looking at another set point in favor of the Dubu Hunters. It feels like it's a matter of when, not if, although that was a bit of a steamroll going through, or should I say a DILFDOZER just completely running over Torrchi to start this next point.
Yeah, amazing stuff coming out from them at the moment. Oh, a huge shot straight down the center. GranDSenpai manages to pick up the swift pass from Ahmad, and they will be able to alleviate some stress, taking it a 1-1.
I mean, even had Kruha been there, I think there's still 2 charges on that lock and load, so GranDSenpai was just going to be in position to muscle that one through. Really well done from the team in red. It's a Death's Touch off of the hole and into the barrier. Lunirs, very great angle to open up that gateway. Again, it is set point, and you do have a very aggressive Torrchi right now, forced away by the wall, but that means the wall isn't stopping the core. Core flip, though, does allow Monk to take down the barrier. A chance for GranDSenpai. It gets behind them, and with the punch, as a lead blocker, Monk helps escort it through. That's a good little point. Back to the team in red.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with that. Getting an advantage here. All they need is one more in order to take a set of their own here. And get themselves on the map. They've already lost a player, though. Unfortunate timing of that one. That's going to be a rough time.
Fancy. It's disgusting what Lunirs has been able to do as Torrchi lead blocks for Monk. Pressure going to come down. Puck nearly gets behind them all. Ahmed connects with Monk, yet Kruha keeps it up high. Lunirs tries to do what they can. A KO in the middle. Torrchi is down. So, too is the barrier. A chance to take the set. Monk, can you get there? You're not even needed. GranDSenpai credit for the goal.
Oh my word. At long last, they have managed to find their way in, and they get a way to get back into the series here. Keen to see if this momentum is going to keep up progressing through more.
What helps with momentum? You know, some orbs that give speed, perhaps maybe a quick strike, but most importantly, a very big fish. That's going to be taken by the Juliet. Stacks on stacks available. Easy grab the other way. So I'd argue the 2 best items taken quite quickly at this stage of the game, although you Drekars out there finding a late chrono boost is always a nice little grab, and kind of rare you see Quick Strike go so deep into a pool as well. As it stands, though, the aggression starting to work back in favor of the DILFDOZERS, and I mean, now you've got a big old Monk there as well, kind of piloting the machine. We'll see if it results in more KOs.
Yeah, we'll see if it is going to result in more KOs here, or there it is going to be more goals to ensue. Someone's got to pull through, that's for sure. But ball comes down a field now. Torrchi trying to pressure it up, almost breaking the barrier there. Execution's coming out left, right, and center at the moment. I feel like we're in a boxing match right now.
Yeah, this has just been a very, very physical game, but it tends to happen on, you know, arenas such as this because they're a lot smaller, a lot more spaced out, and it means you can really get in your opponent's face, not to mention when the center of the map is another sort of hole in this case. It's just another avenue to find those KOs, and we also found a quick enough goal right there for the Hunters, up now 1-0. Death's Touch doesn't hit its mark. Monk instead throwing the pressure back the other way, and then down they go. It was Kruha once again with the snipe. It will be blow for blow, but in these 2v2s, the Dubu Hunters have been winning out more often than not.
Yeah, they've really been able to take advantage of their strengths here in this opening matchup, so eager to see if that's going to be the case heading into the rest of this one as well. Barrier comes down. Torrchi ready, breaks it in, and that's going to be a second goal found in this set.
That was so disgusting, using the core flip to avoid the monuments or whatever. My brain's gone. Just using it to avoid Dubu, essentially. Losing it to avoid Ahmed is what I was trying to, the creation was what I was trying to say from Dubu. In order to get that goal, the log just not able to make contact. And we see another core flip down below. Kruha keeping that one away. Tofu Wall doing what it can to hold it back, but it's not long enough. Deep pass. Doesn't connect to Lunirs, who tries to stay with it. However, Death's Touch pass to themselves. Doesn't connect either. Monk interception. Now Kruha pressure in the 2v1. Still finds the gap. Torrchi now 1v1 against Ahmed. Buying time. Has a flip. Gets the KO. Doesn't even need it, but uses it anyways. That's going to be match number 1.
Nicely done by the Dubu Hunters, finding their mark into the first one there. Was great to see the DILFDOZERS manage to get, you know, a bit of pacing towards the end there. They could have been on track for a little more, but unfortunately for them, Dubu Hunters strike back and will take the first here. I'm eager to see what kind of adaptations come through heading to the second, but let's take a look at the stats now.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any adaptation, it's, I don't know, get KO'd less. That game was over in an instance, and it was 19 taken down. Like, kind of crazy. 5 from Torrchi, 5 from Kruha, but Lunirs, 9 with the Rasmus again, making use of Death's Touch, and well, Amy's the hole there. It's where you aim, it's where you take them. And it was a bit of a roughie, you'd have to say, for the Hunters when it's all... Sorry, not for the Hunters, for the DILFDOZER when it's all said and done. But you know what the thing about good machinery, Matsy, is it's reliable and it doesn't break down easy. And I don't know, maybe it was a little bit cold on the ignition this time around, but I'm sure they can get it fired up, with a little bit of elbow grease and some UB40. Yeah.
Get some WD-40 out. Good as new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. UB40 is the reggae band. Put on some sweet tunes.
Maybe that's what they need. Maybe that's what they need. Sweet tunes to calm them down from the match. Just get into their head a bit. They gotta take it easy.
Okay, I like that band. They're not a bad band, but yeah, no, definitely. I don't think the smooth vibes of reggae is the hype comeback music that they need. I don't know. Like, you need something with a bit more oomph, a bit more kick, maybe.
Yeah? You reckon some drum and bass?
I reckon. Who has the best theme in
Guile
right now?
Oh, no.
Whose theme is the one to go for? I've always called me a traditional, so I've always kind of like, kind of the main theme / Juliet's theme. That's always been my go-to. I'm not sure I want to spam that on repeat, though.
I'd rather spam the emotes on repeat.
You can do that. I mean, no one's stopping you if you want to be that guy.
I just like to see Voice Critical's head in my game all the time, man.
There it is. I got it right where I want it. I don't know if that's on stream or not. I'm assuming it is because it's on our feed. But I feel if I tilt my head... Oh, I have to tilt it the other way.
Where are you going? What's happening here, Max?
Look at the stream feed.
Oh, you...
There we go. I got it.
You're kind of like the Avatar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm transcending. All right, I'm transcending to the next level as we're going to be transitioning, I should say, into this next game. We got a little bit view right now this time of the DILFDOZERS, maybe get an idea of what they want to do, and it's the same bands as last time, Runins and Taru gone.
Yeah, looking pretty stock standard there. Looks like Luna is going to be the first one picked out for the Dozers this time, though. Monk Gyatso gone for that one. Oh, nope. Juliet going to be the one. Drakar, potentially a second pickup here. There we go. And Dubu going to be the goalie again, perhaps. Octavia and Juliet on the other side of things, however. So good to see a bit of diversity coming out in our picks here.
I mean, yeah, Octavia is not someone who we've seen a lot of thus far. I'll be curious to see how it does play out, especially on Demon Days, this sort of pitch. But Rasmus will be that last take, and I'm assuming that's the Rasmus goalkeep at this stage of the game. But we'll see when we do jump on through as... Take a quick look at that. No, it's actually going to be the Octavia goalkeep. Interesting. I haven't personally seen too much of this in action. Again, low elo. Everyone's scared to not play Dubu as goalkeep pretty much. So we'll see how it does play out this time around. And for a goalkeeper, Kruha, for a while there was the second furthest player up the pitch.
Yeah, they definitely were, and I'm keen to see how this game's going to play out now. GranDSenpai already low HP there. Does manage to get at least a little bit of healing back, but not for long. They're almost sent off side there, so going to have to be very careful again in this one.
GranDSenpai actually has been staggered as well, but still putting the damage back. Torrchi needs to be careful. I should be on this Juliet again. Torrchi super effective back during the first match, and that is why first KO goes in favor of the Dubu Hunters. The DILFDOZERS a bit on the back foot. Good use of the Death's Touch. No, Ahmed makes the first save. Fets the second as well. The barrier stays standing till Torrchi gets a two-man punch that leads to a KO, but the core goes the other way. Fortunately, Lunirs back to make the save.
Yeah, good that they're able to keep things interesting here. Barrier going to be broken down on both sides now as well. Let's see how things manage to shape up. Dubu's back in action now as well. Good to see that they can stay defensive here. Try and pass off to their teammates. Execute coming out in the late game, though. Getting nice and close with the core flip there as well to create stoppage. This one's high intensity from the get-go.
Yeah, I'm really actually appreciating the defense from the DILFDOZERS right now. They're doing a good job at putting enough actual midfield pressure to keep Kruha and Lunirs from being too aggressive, and eventually they're the ones who break. First goal goes to the Dozer.
Love to see it. The Dozers gonna be bringing themselves into this one, looking to go as far as they can with their fighting spirit here. Let's see who's going to be able to break the barrier first. This time, though, good pressure coming out from the Dozers again, finding one piece of the barrier gone, but they've lost one as well. They have to play cautiously here, make sure the opponents don't manage to get any more leeway.
So I'm just thinking about it, like, after we saw the DILFDOZERs get that goal, what kind of horn does a DILFDOZER have? Like, what sound does it make? 'Cause it can't be a traditional one, all right? Not if your goal is going after, you know, what the words in front of the Dozer in that situation. Kruha putting pressure on, can't force it through. It needs something masculine.
Maybe, you know, they just use your voice.
I highly doubt that. My voice is anything but masculine as the tofu wall will keep Torrchi back. Lunirs not able to find anything yet. Torrchi actually steps forward, gets a couple good hits, pass back down. Another opportunity from Torrchi again, but just gets bullied away. Monk doing a great job in keeping Torrchi off balance. And again, the pressure's coming from the Dozer. Shot from Monk sets up GranDSenpai, and it's now a 2-0 lead.
Nicely done by the DILFDOZERs there, definitely managing to get into their element on this one. The change-up working wonderfully thus far, getting one step closer to a potential first set, but we've seen what the Dubu Hunters are capable of before. Let's see if they can make magic happen again.
Well, I mean, that's a good start. Early KO. Credit to Kruha, I believe, for fanning that final blow. And now, with the cross-up, Ahmed just isn't allowing anything past, or at least not anything threatening. It's even from the forward corner, Torrchi unable to force it through. Instead, it goes the other way. Kruha again letting one get behind them. The defense has been just a bit too strong, I feel like, on this DILFDOZER side. And it's rare seeing, I feel, this Dubu Hunter team that looked so strong in game one now start to struggle. Even with the KOs, they're just not generating the offensive pressure.
Yeah, just not able to really do what they were striving to do in that last game there. So definitely facing fair share of difficulties. We'll see if they can change it up, though, once they get some trainings into the mix. Because, you know, this is only the early days yet. There's still opportunity and potential for them to strike back here.
I mean, technically the set isn't even over yet, especially with that second barrier falling. Still going to be an opening, perhaps, for the Dubu Hunters. They get the KO, but it's responded in kind. Good use of the lock and load. Still, Lunirs is going to be trying to step forward. Cuts off GranDSenpai initially, but couldn't get the second touch. Now, Lunirs again is going to have to try and break that 1v1. That's touch pass, cross up. Too slow. Save made by Ahmed. Now going back the other way. Lunirs is staggered. Has to be careful, especially with Monk all over him. They got the orb. They got the pressure. They keep it alive for now.
Yeah, still alive for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts, though. All going to be towards center field there. Good tap down, almost breaking through, and there we have it. The set is going towards the DILFDOZERs. Nicely done to open up the game.
3-0 for the team that got beaten quite handily in that first matchup. So good little turnaround for the DILFDOZERs here. And now they get first pick on Dubu. Get that special cooldown. I like this pick. Get the tofu wall, which has been used so well, available at the start of every point. That's a good time.
Oh yeah, they're going to have a great time with that one. Looks like we've got a few more trainings coming through as well now. Juliet going to be on for the Catalyst. And you see Tempo Swing coming on Drakar there. Bulk Up going to be found by the other Juliet. So, good diverse split from both sides.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing the cast for last on Kruha as well. Again, just kind of extending that special. And it's going to be for situations, I believe, like that, you know, when you're really going to try to be more aggressive with it. Kruha has been the one finding the most KOs, so that's not a terrible pick. And I wonder if now it's going to make the position where Monk Gyatso is right now even more dangerous. I'm actually a little bit surprised Monk went there, but that is because Kruha did burn the special so early. But as long as you're not sure when that one is up, you really cannot be standing behind the goalkeeper right now of the Dubu Hunters side.
Yeah, they really can't afford it at the moment. Otherwise, things like that will start to occur. And we do see an opening goal in this next set for the Dubu Hunters. So, this might be the momentum shift they need here.
You know, All I'm going to say is there's an assumption that I'm not getting in trouble every single time I say DILFDOZERS. I like that assumption that's being made, okay? Like,
Me too.
that I'm not towing a line as thinly as I can. By the way, KO early because the Dozer just keeps running over some of those Hunters still. Despite the power play, first barrier does fall on the blue side. Lunirs trying to do what they can, but it's an open-looking gold. Yes, there's been a respawn, but here comes the pressure. Or is it Torrchi? One-man army going 1v3.
Yeah, towing the line. Oh, so close there. I thought the barrier was going to go down, but not today. And the Dozers managed to capitalize, pushing it straight upfield and not managing to get the results they need yet. But Dubu definitely doing a great job at keeping it there as well. See if this counterattack works out the way that the Hunters want it to.
That was a pretty easy KO for Lunirs as Kruha, who, again, is the goalkeeper, most forward member, just trying to hunt Ahmad right now, living to the name of the Dubu Hunters, finally is going to start to fall back. As he sees the second barrier fall, a chance to make this 2-0, or is it 1-1? The 1-2-1 pass does tie up the game, and this is such a good performance from the DILFDOZERS.
Yeah, they're doing a great job so far, and I'm really excited to see more from them here. If they're able to take this game, that would be very impressive. See 1-1. Looks like a KO is going to come out nice and early, though, so that's going to be an interesting start.
Look, I'm not going to accuse a player of, you know, anything malicious or anything like that, but this is looking more and more like a for-fun game from Kruha. Like the Octavia goalkeep, not something that's that traditional as well. Stealing the opponent goalkeeper's orb, constantly being the most forward member on the team. Look at the movement speed on them as well. This is the sign of a very confident side that they're thinking, yeah, even if we drop this set, let's just have fun with it and come back and take the third should it come to it in a tiebreak.
My gosh, yeah, it shows the confidence is just limitless there. Speaking of, a very confident play coming out from Lunirs there. Able to work with their teammate to find success as they get a second goal.
And now they're one away from equaling up the set score as well. I mean, I was just working on the assumption that if they keep playing unorthodox, they will lose, but the skill on this team does mean they could find a way to win it, and that is so surprising because I feel like Monk in particular has been stepping up time and time again. So is Ahmad. As you see Monk again get another barrier down. Kruha kind of pinned down in their own corner with that tofu wall. Eventually he does fall, and immediately looked like the core was going to go to the other side. Instead, it's going to be their own barrier falling. Flip available for Torrchi, but can't use it if you're behind the play. Monk cutting off the Juliet, but isn't able to get the impact. Instead, it's going to be another KO for Kruha, who is still the most forward member goalkeeper I've ever seen.
Yeah, they just continue to push forward as much as they can here. Really impressed at how they're able to support their teammates with this offensive capability as well. Speaking of, they line up 3, and that's going to be a set going their way.
Dubu hunted. Set taken. We're tied 1 apiece. Lunirs is going to get credit for the MVP for that one, which means they get first pick. And as Erasmus right now with how, you know, how do you want to make this one? I'm looking at rapid fire. I'm looking at stacks on stacks. Where do they go? They actually hold their pick and go big fish.
Yeah, not too shabby at all there. Going to see the quick strike come out from Juliet as well. Definitely can make great use of that one, especially with how Juliet plays. It looks like rapid fire will be found by Drakar, as well as many more different trainings there. So curious to see who will find the advantage in this portion of the game.
I'm so curious. Cast to last in perfect form. That is a scary combo. That is all I'm going to say. Like Kruha, we thought they were going to aggressive before. Now that they practically have like as little cooldown as possible on their abilities, they're going to be a menace. They're going to be all over this pitch, just causing chaos. And I think we're already seeing it already. GranDSenpai nearly got his Torrchi, who will get credit for that KO, although Monk was able to grab the first barrier.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting trade-off there, but now barrier taken down a notch on both sides, even more so for the Dozers. Pressure's on again. Oh my gosh! Such a tight defense.
Playing with our heart right there, using the post to set up a second touch, and guess what? That breaks out the second barrier. Torrchi, staggered, doesn't care, still going to get a KO just before Kruha gets the goal because everyone wants all the stats, Matsy. The Dubu Hunters, they want everything.
Yeah, they are looking to do everything they can here. Just pad themselves up as much as possible, get all those stats, play the very best that they can here. Oh, it's going to be close.
This is like both simultaneous, like the greatest and worst goalie you could have. Like, because Kruha is not doing goalkeeping. Yeah, there might be goalie next to their name, but they're just goal and KO hunting. It really has been Lunirs who has been the goalkeeper in this game. But hey, you know what? It works for them, right? And I mean, I say the best as well because Kruha has had that massive impact on this pitch. And well, it's looking like they have potential to go up 2-0 now. Lunirs is going to look for that pass across the middle. Has Torrchi, tries to throw it back, intercepted by Monk. Does find GranDSenpai, who's looking for that second barrier, but just can't get it past Kruha and instead gets KO'd.
Yeah, going to open up some potential here on the top side of the map. See if they are going to break past. They do find a way past the bamboo shoots there, but not going to do much with it this time. Oh, it's still getting close though, but it's overtime now. And this score could get a little quicker.
And we'll see what happens. I mean, that's a big KO. Down onto Torrchi. We'll see if it's going to be enough. All the harass from Lunirs into the death touch. Kruha kind of caught out by that lock and load. Now it's going to have to try and press forward. Goes elusive, but the core gets behind Torrchi, and they'll give up the goal. We're tied once again at 1.
Nicely done. Let's see if they can do more with it here. 1-1 at the moment. Is this going to be it? Are we going to see a breakthrough from either side? Core going to be in place towards the red side at the moment, but easily can change. Oh. And there we go. Pressure built up. They managed to break the barrier down one piece. Not going to be good for another yet, but definitely have the potential to go for it.
I love some of these fast plays that we see out of the Dubu Hunters. Oh my gosh, Monk! How many times were they just bashed off that corner? So lucky to not get KO'd. That was a spooky moment, but instead, it's actually the goal opened the other way. Torrchi trying to run it down. It's a bit of a cross-up. Kruha's there, but won't beat out GranDSenpai. 2-1 lead in our third set.
Nicely done by the Dozers there, managing to take advantage here once again. See if they can get on point for this one to do a bit more. We jump straight back into the action. Gonna be stuck on the red side of the pitch at the moment, already losing a chunk of the barrier there. Need to be careful, they've actually lost it completely. This could be the opening that's needed here for the Dozers.
I am convinced that Dubu Hunters, at least in this match, are playing better when Kruha is not actually playing goalkeeper. When Kruha is forward, they look scarier, and even when they're so close to being staggered, well, actually, no, this time it is going to work against them. That's going to be a KO courtesy of Tofu while Lunirs tries to do what they can. Cross up to GranDSenpai, they follow it through. 5 seconds left against this power play, and by flipping the map, that should buy them enough time to get back to full strength.
Yeah, it looks like they're full strength, but only for a second as they lose a player and they lose a goal. So that's going to be another set going towards the Dozers there. 3-1, and they're having a lot of fun with it.
Ahmad going to be very happy with their performance in this one. The goalkeeping doing its job, and now with that first pick. Oh, so many good options here. I like peak performance. I like fire up as well. Yet Ahmad has also been the one getting the KOs. They're still going to go for peak performance, pick 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be trying to get that one out nice and quick there. Going to be followed by the chrono boost as well as heavy impact. Peak performance is great. We've got hot shot, prize fighter, and aerials there. So good little split across all the different players.
I just realized how, we thought Kruha was playing aggressive before. You know what they need? Clearly they need more speed and longer speed periods. That's exactly what this Octavia needs. Just look at him go. All over. Well, actually, at the moment they were slow, but they were super fast for a brief moment there, and it was funny. But now, actually, they're kind of slowing up again. Has to pick up that momentum as it stands. It is an open goal in favor of the DILFDOZERS, and they have been getting more and more KOs. Torrchi trying to do what they can, gets the first part of the barrier down. Ahmad going to pass it down low. Monk has to try to get past Lunirs, goes for the fake, does not work. Torrchi keeps it in the forward corner.
Yeah, keeping it nice up close and personal here. Good pressure found by the Dozers. Execution coming out, though, almost slipping it through the cracks there. They're trying to push it up even more. Ahmad doing the best that they can to keep the core away from their goals. But the barrier's down now, and they're on even footing.
Every time that special is available for Kruha, that's being used, and it's being used to take someone out, it feels like pass across the middle, find Torrchi, does get that first goal, and yeah, the Hunters, they continue to keep working. Again, they still need to win 2 sets in this one, otherwise we could be going to that decider. We will see. Torrchi up top, can't get it past Ahmad.
Yeah, can't get it past them at the moment. We'll see if they are going to find something now, though. Execution comes out, and they find a chunk of the barrier there. Nicely done by the Hunters to put the pedal to the metal here. They do the best they can, and now the barrier's down. They might find more of it. Passing potential coming out left, right, and center at the moment, but they managed to break it out. Good core flip coming out, though. The momentum shifting over and over again. The barrier goes down.
Senpai has a chance.
Hunters.
Oh, Senpai tried to pre-shoot that lock and load, doesn't quite make contact. Now it's a pass up the other way. Torrchi to Lunirs. Death's touch, cross the pitch, goodbye. 2v1. Torrchi tries to force it through. Ahmad has the read, comes through with the save. GranDSenpai able to rotate back, but here comes Kruha. That's into a 3v2. 2 seconds till the respawn. Up comes Monk on that right side of the pitch, and they're able to slow the pace down and get that save.
Oh my gosh. Woo! So intense in the moment. It could get even more so. This core just going up, down, left, right. You think of the position, it's there. It is everywhere. They're passing it around, though, trying to flip it in, and there we go. Torrchi pulls through for 2.
That Phoenix kick, absolutely lethal. 2-0 lead. The Dubu Hunters pulling away. Also, I saw someone ask the question, what awakenings do we have on Kruha? Specialized training, Cast to Last, Perfect Form, and Chrono Boost. So, yeah. Terrifying combo, and that's how come we're seeing Kruha again trying to steal orbs away, getting a core flip right next to the barrier, and is still playing it forward again. Goalkeep Octavia, not something I necessarily agree with, but who am I to deny the impact that they've been having?
They just gotta go fast, man. Just call Kruha Sonic, honestly. It's crazy how fast and how aggressive they are. Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, now they're staggered, so they're going to have to rotate back. But how quick they're... No, they don't even get the orb. They're like, actually, no, I'll get the puck and then get it when they were just like a couple pixels away. Past Torrchi to Lunirs, though. This combo, very Danely. That said, with the Tofu wall, it's going to slow things down. Monk, sick of Kruha, starts getting in their face as well, just trying to keep the Octavia back. But that is one less defender you'd have to think, especially with the KO coming from Torrchi and a core flip available on the Juliet. Kruha gets the second KO. Flip not needed. Instead, it's just a simple strike, and that's going to do it for set number 4.
My gosh, the intensity levels raising to all-time highs by the end of that one, and we get to see some of the highlights from how it all played out as well there. Crazy stuff to see 2 sets each now onto the series point potential.
All right, I just want to see where Kruha's going next. What do you add on top of all of this? I don't know. How about some prime time? How about what I believe is the single best utility in this game, because it's pretty much strong at everyone. Why not? Let's give them that as well. I mean, I also would have liked Orb Dancer. That could have been funny just for the meme, but still, this is going to be a scary sign moving forward, and that's not even talking about the fact that they're also going to be running a Juliet with 1-2 punch as well. So if you thought they were hitting fast and hard before, look at the damage! Torrchi is already putting down on both Ahmad and Monk.
Just insane at the moment. They're just doing so much work already. Getting a chunk out of the barrier on both sides, though. As a matter of fact, blue side barrier going to be completely down and out here. The pressure kept up as much as possible, trying to pass it around here, see if they can hit the ground running. But it's a comeback from the blue side now. Barrier's down, almost a goal!
Yeah, but then you got Kruha back there, not quite. GranDSenpai locks and loads it right on in. 1-0 in favor of the DILFDOZERS, and again, they're staying right with it.
Just doing absolute work at the moment. We'll see if they can continue to do just that. Lots of damage being taken towards the midfield, though. And there we go. Execution comes out already. Kruha cracked as well. Needs to be careful here, otherwise they can be executed as well. Speaking of, their barrier's down. Even if the blue team are down a player, they're keeping off this pressure. They've lost another one. Surely they don't get a goal off this. Finally, the Dubu's down and out. And now they can find a comeback for the Hunters.
GranDSenpai was one touch away from the 1v3. So close, but unable to find it. And now with both goals open, everyone on the pitch, it's anyone's goal to be taken. Well, maybe not GranDSenpai's. They have to dodge. They have to run away, but the puck follows them, which means Kruha does as well. Goodbye, Drakar. See you later. That's an easy KO. 3v2 Monk. Going to try to disrupt Lunirs. Got the interception, but can't get it past Kruha. Eventually, the shot comes through, and we're tied at 1 apiece.
Oh my gosh. The speed just coming into play once again here. The Octavia just able to follow the core completely after they hit it. It's just incredible.
Dude, the fact Twitch chat is so, yeah, but what did you do last goal right now? Kruha's either washed or the greatest player ever, depending on who scored last, as we keep moving along in this one. So at the moment, everyone's high on Octavia. Everyone's high on Torrchi. That should have been a goal, but the wall, last moment, makes the save.
Yeah, the wall of Dubu going to be pulling through, coming in clutch there. We'll see just how far they can take it now. Good chip off the barrier, going to be broken down on both sides now. Dubu Hunters struggling to keep it out, and Gyatso gets the goal.
And now here comes all the Kruha wash chat coming through right there, because that one just went right past him. Great shot by Monk, great goal. It's match point in favor of the DILFDOZERS, a chance to go to a tiebreak. Oh, you want to see it, and I'm going to petition hard if we get that tiebreak. We just keep streaming it right on in as soon as it's confirmed. We will see, though, as Gyatso tries to go for the KO. Torrchi's able to avoid it and stay on the core as well. Kruha leading the charge down. GranDSenpai had the speed but can't get there in time. Neither barrier taking a damage yet.
They're not taking damage yet. Definitely could cut it close, though, considering how close it is to the red side at the moment. Good they're able to clear it out, however. Ahmad trying to play around the bends, though. Make sure they don't send it through for an early crack on the barrier there. But everyone keeping up close and personal through and through.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. A chance to cross it up. GranDSenpai has to be careful, though. Torrchi finally says, hey, hold on. This guy has no stagger. Easy KO. Interception of the death touch. Leads to the core flip. Leads to the goal. And that is game number 2. Match number 2. I don't know what you want to call it. The point is, it goes to the DILFDOZERS. Rolling on in, and I think we have to go to game 3. I think we have to decide this. I don't know. I want confirmation from the people behind the scenes, but I say we go one more time, Matsy.
Yeah, why not? Honestly, I'm keen to see if we are going to be having to go to game 3 here, considering just how crazy this one has been. But we'll see what happens. There could be a game 3. There could not be a game 3. Who knows? We'll find out, though.
Okay, well, like, I try to see what the word is. I've opened up the chat right now. Let's go. I want to know, because... So it looks like we're not going to be getting a tiebreak match, Matchy.
Oh, are you sure?
Wait. Oh, wait, hold on.
I think it is.
I'm getting told 2 different things. I'm getting told mixed information.
I think it's on.
I think it might be on. But we might be seeing a sub.
Yeah, so... I don't know what's happening, but I think game 3 is real. The One Piece is real. Game 3 is real. Max is real. Let's make it happen.
I think I was just set up. Looks like... Also, that mouse is still...
It's only on our POV, Max.
Oh, it's only on our POV.
So
okay,
so
no one,
see
everyone just sees me bobbing my head like... Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You're dodging and weaving. You know, you're shadow boxing right now.
Dude, I'm literally fighting ghosts, it seems like sometimes, all right? Like, that's just what's happening here. But it does look like we are going to queue up for that game 3. I'm keen for this. I mean, these two teams, I thought it was going to be a one-sided affair after that first match, Matsy, but then match number 2 brought it back. We went the distance. As long as we don't get Oni Village, I think we're in for a good time.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. I'd rather go to Max's village, to be honest. I think it's funner there.
What is there?
You tell me. It's your village.
You don't want to go there. All right. Okay, let's say like you don't want to go there. Actually, you know what? I'll claim Queensland, all right? My village is up in Queensland. Your village is what, down in Victoria? I think you do want to come up here. Our weather's better, man.
I'll see you at Bris Vegas, mate.
Yeah, exactly. All right, no subs. We're running it straight. Here we go. And it's going to be Atlas's lab, the black hole, to determine who's going to be the #1 seed out of Group B. Oh, this is going to be great. I'm keen for it. What bands are we going to see? I imagine the exact same. A little bit of Zentaru coming from one side and a little bit of Rune coming from the other.
My gosh. I'm super duper keen to see what picks are coming out now. Dubu's back. And we have Juliet to follow it up for the Dozers. Both teams are going to be locking that one in. As a matter of fact, Drakar going to be the finalizer for the Dozers now. So, Amy, Kai, and Juliet are for the Hunters there. Cool to see the diverse comps and keen to see which one will be able to take it through and win the series.
I mean, it's so diverse that they're playing it twice in a row, right? Over on the DILFDOZERS side, it's the exact same one that they had last time.
All the stacks.
I mean, we got differences for the other ones. I mean, the Hunters, you know, we've got the Kai goalkeep, which is a lot more traditional than Octavia, and then Amy on Lunirs, who's finally off the Rasmus. We'll be curious to see what they're going to be able to do when that turret comes into play. Also, initial awakenings, stacks on stacks on stacks on Lunirs, going Super Surge instead. But for everyone else, it's the stacks on stacks on stacks.
That's a lot of stacks.
It's a lot of speed. It's a lot. It's going to be a very fast game, and already seeing some KOs. Torrchi able to find the first right now. That's going to allow a turret to be dropped. And you would think a bit more pressure would come there. Instead, it's just going to be another defender, or in this case, attacker going staggered. Monk still stepping forward. As you can see on the other end, Torrchi looking for the KO on the Dubu, has to dodge, and they still don't turn it into a goal.
Yeah, no goal coming as yet. Certainly could be one around the corner, though. Good bits of damage being dealt there. Almost saw Gyatso go bye-byes. Not this time, however. Oh, so close for Torrchi.
Phoenix kick, not enough for the KO, but instead it comes on the other side, and with the turret, taking down half of that goal area. Still not able to find it. Torrchi trying to muscle it through. Yet the tofu wall is enough to keep it safe for now. Ahmed trying to bring it back up the other way. GranDSenpai, the stealth not working in their favor. Pass forward a little bit too far. Kruha will take possession back, throwing it up to Torrchi. Good use of the log. Gets past Monk. Now it's Torrchi versus Ahmed. Aggressive play from Ahmed to make the save.
And they're doing a great job so far to keep the core as far away as possible, but they get executed, and Lunirs capitalizes, taking the first.
You know, when something's in your way, just punch it out of the way. It's that simple, Matsy.
Yeah,
that is life advice for everyone out there. If you run into barriers, if you run into struggles, punch it hard enough, and life will go your way. That's certainly what it looks like Torrchi did right there to force that goal 1-0 up, and already a KO in favor of the Hunters.
Yeah, great stuff coming out for the Hunters there. Looking to see they can do now. Good damage, almost executes both of them. There we go. See you later. GranDSenpai, goodbye. Let's see.
I love black hole spawns like that. The insta pop, like where you just go, it takes a second to register, like, wait, what just happened? Oh, that's right. This map is a literal bomb. There is death in the center of it, and well, it kind of worked in the favor of the Hunters just like it did then, but now Kruha has to race back, gets back in the nick of time.
Good timing coming out from them there. Execute coming out again. Let's see if they can find that barrier and potentially a goal off it. Respawn coming through though. Still two players they have to deal with here. Then there we have it. Torrchi breaks through, takes the goal, and they're good for two.
About as simple and easy as a 1-2-3 you will get. Clean passes gets them to set point. Still early days in this one. However, advantage for that team in blue. See if the Hunters can put it away. GranDSenpai already taking quite low. Ahmed trying to slow it up, but Torrchi's pressure not enough actually to hit a barrier. Kruha still does a good job defending too, and instead it's going to be a KO. Core flip saves the bottom barrier and finds the bottom barrier of their opponents.
Yeah, good trade-off there for the Hunters here, looking for another barrier as well. Almost getting the execution there on Gyatso. Looks like they're going to be able to find one in favor of the Dozers, as a matter of fact. Gyatso now going bye-bye as well, though. 2v2 situation here. They at least get a barrier, however. In fact, two Dozers doing a great job there, but it's going to be traded straight back here. Torrchi now respawn, trying to see if they can yield some results here.
Well, here we go. GranDSenpai, they wanted to get rid of that black hole, but it comes at a cost. They nearly go down. Now invisible shot! Wow, staggered! GranDSenpai steps forward and gets the goal. A thumbs up for everyone watching along. Fantastic Drekar play.
Good to keep them in it as well, considering their opponents are on the edge of taking the first set here. They need to get them as far away from that as possible. Try and take the set themselves. Good defense coming out from Dubu though. Making sure to keep the core as far away as possible. And they do press it straight downfield with the flip there. Getting very close to the sun. Really need to find a change up here for the Dubu Hunters.
Well, we'll see. I mean, at the moment, I'd say the Hunters are looking in a pretty good... I didn't finish the sentence. It's not a curse. I didn't finish it.
A half curse.
Yeah, I guess it was the thought that counts. It was a good... Hey, look, that was a good Phoenix kick from the Monk, okay? It was right where it needed to be. Tie game, set point. He has to go up early in this one. It'd be a nice little reverse sweep for the set, should the DILFDOZERS find it. As Ahmed's going to drop that tofu wall. Pressure's going to come from Monk going. Staggered is Torrchi. You can only stay elusive for so long. One more shot from Malaka Load could KO them. Meanwhile, it's Lunirs on the opposite side putting the pressure on.
The pressure really staying on, as you said there. See just how much they can look to deliver here. Core goes straight downfield, almost on track for a barrier breaking here. Torrchi now going to just play very reactively here. Wait and see what their teammates have in store. Still delivering a lot of work.
Torrchi trying to go for the KO on Ahmed, not able to find it, but it does get the tofu wall out, and that means no defense for the next punch. Goal open right now, 3v2, flip the core, put it in. Who else but Kruha to make it happen? 3-2 set one, and it's advantage to the Hunters.
That's right, advantage to the Hunters at the moment. Let's see if they can hunt down another goal in their favor. As we have the trainings on track now. Amy looking to take extra special.
Yeah.
That's going to be dangerous.
I mean, that's an insta-lock right there. Who wants more turrets? Who wants turrets at the start of every point? I mean, I think the Hunters do. They're going to be happy with that. Orb Dancer, though, on this Dubu. I mean, normally I think that's a super safe pick, but when the goalkeeper on the other side sometimes decides, you know what, stuff it, I'm going to go steal your orb. We'll see what happens, but maybe it'll mean Ahmed will start stealing orbs to the other side. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Here we go. Set number 2 kicks off.
That's right. Set number 2. Here we go. Lots of damage already coming through already. Let's see. Things shape up. One barrier down. As a matter of fact, it's both. Good stuff coming out from the Dozers here. Trying to see if they can manage to open the goal.
What is happening in the chat? What are you guys trying to spell? ATOTRORTOTTOTOTOTTT. I thought I was illiterate based off today, but I worry for you guys right now, all right? That's a problem there. Either way, first goal looking to come in favor right now of the DILFDOZER. They're trying to park it, park the bus, park the dozer, but they can't quite force it in.
They're not able to force it in this time. Let's see if they are going to be able to manage it now. Good core flip coming through towards center field there. Torrchi, ready and waiting. Does have their teammates there to support them as well. But heaps of pressure on towards the top side of the field at the moment. Good that Ahmad's able to fall back just to adapt around the opposing counter-attack as well. But there's an execution. Huge hit. Ahmad able to pick it up though. And the barrier is still intact. Not for long.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 barriers gone, and now let's see if they can finally get the rest of it in. Lunirs trying to do what they can. Jumps forward into Torrchi and through. First goal going to be going again to the Hunters. They didn't even need to take Ahmed out that time. 1-0 lead.
Nicely done. Let's see if they can manage now. This next round ensues here. Trying the very best they can. Execution comes out already. Going to be dangerous here for the Dozers. 2 versus 3. Will they lose a barrier in consequence? Maybe not today. They're doing a great job keeping it defensive. Almost taking a barrier of their own there, but not today either. Both teams really on fleek at the moment.
That was such a sick play from Monk, actually. Throughout that all right there, just finding a way to hit their special. Good stuff. I mean, it eventually results in the barrier going down as we do see more pressure coming. A little cross-up from Kruha, at least not one, but both barriers falling. Now here comes the goalkeeping pressure, perhaps. Torrchi just going to go ahead and Phoenix kick that one through. Set point once again in favor of the Hunters.
Nicely done for the Hunters there. One more goal is all they need in order to take their second. Will we see a redemption here from the Dozers? It's looking as scary at the moment. Could get even scarier because GranDSenpai is almost out of here, getting absolutely bullied at the moment. Down and out for now. Torrchi taking a bit of punishment as well. Does find the heals, at least for the time being, but still is potential for an execution from their opponents.
We'll see if they can find it. I mean, the power play didn't really work in the favor of the Hunters, and if you go back to the last set, it did get Braun back to 2-2 after being in this exact same position. You see GranDSenpai just not able to connect on any of those strikes, so we do get flipped going. Elusive Monk has to be careful. No orbs for a little while, and fortunately no black hole either, but they're still low. They're still trying to find openings. The turret eventually leads to the second barrier falling. A chance to take the set now, but instead the pressure comes the other way. Good tofu wall, but still a gap underneath that Torrchi is able to find.
Yeah, good to capitalize on those little things there. Trying to see if they can turn them into big things here now. Overtime coming out as well here. Really trying to tow it over the line. Execution comes out as well. GranDSenpai pretty close to that one also here. Could easily turn it into a 3v1 if they know how to find that angle. But it looks like there it is. KO comes out. It's all up to Ahmad. Luckily, they've got their teammate respawned, though.
Yeah, and with this overtime speed, you know, all you need is that one good touch, but the touch kind of came from the turret. Ahmad able to make that save, and with that tofu wall, Lunirs has to try a couple times, still gets Torrchi through the gap, and that's the second set going to the Hunters, 3 goals away from taking the #1 seed in Group B.
Yeah, impressive play coming pretty much all throughout there. Just really keeping up the pressure the whole way through. And unfortunately for the Dozers, they aren't able to find any leeway in that one.
Interesting, going Orb Ponderer when you have heavy impact as well up there. That could have been available as well as Deadeye, but I'm not questioning. You know what? Cooldown reduction, pretty great. So definitely good with that pick. And I mean, when you leave Deadeye available, because when you look at what's up there, actually that makes sense. Leave Deadeye for Amy. Get that turret even stronger because no one was taking it beforehand. Sorry I wasn't super fast on that one. I saw how it played out. Wait, Juliet's not going to take Deadeye. Dubu very likely not. So it does make sense. Good pickups, helping set up Lunirs to really be effective with that special.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of effectiveness now for the Dozers. They have broken down both barriers nice and quick here. We'll see a similar response from the Hunters, however. See what results out of this onslaught. It's coming down through towards the bottom side of the pitch now.
You know, yeah, this is actually a lot of good pressure, but Torrchi stayed deep, and immediately as soon as the clear is found, not only is the second barrier down, but it almost looked like it was going to be a quick goal as well. Torrchi just on point right now. As you can see, GranDSenpai trying to do what they can. Kruha's going to have to defend a tough one. The core flip opens the doorway for Monk to get the first goal.
Nicely done by the Dozers there. A much-needed goal, and certainly going to be hopeful they can find more just like it. Diving in to the third set here.
Oh. That early black hole actually forces a quick elusive out of Monk. That's a bit spicy. GranDSenpai, though, not able to hit the barrier. Kruha doing just enough to keep it out. Now, pressure's going to come from the top side, and Lunirs doesn't quite hold the fort quite as well. So one barrier down on the side of the Hunters. Black hole up and available. Kruha got stunned. Down goes the second barrier. A chance for the 2-0 lead. Torrchi may have gotten the KO on the top side, but because of that tofu wall, not much can be done immediately as a result.
Yeah, not this time around. See if they can find something back, though. Good core flip there into the barrier breaking. See if they can find more from it. Both down now. Here we go. Even Stevens on the pitch here. But the pressure coming on top side as well. Definitely could spell disaster for them. Good core flip up the top as well.
Ooh.
Defense going to be coming in hot, however. And Ahmad luckily in the back lines to stop them in their tracks. Execution comes off that one.
Oh, it was a team kill. Ahmed was the one who hit it into the black hole. It takes out the team, so this power play is their own doing. Lunirs wasn't able to put it through just yet. Torrchi still hunting. There is that strong turret, sets up Torrchi, and we're tied at 1 apiece.
There we go, 1 apiece now. Love to see it. Let's see how far it can go as we jump in to the next kickoff here. Here we go again. Straight into the black hole there, push towards the blue side of the field. For the moment, GranDSenpai almost down and out there, fully cracked. 1 good hit and they're out. There we go, goodbye. It's going to be 3v2.
I mean, I like the idea of going invisible, right, to try and pick up the health orb, but if you run in a straight line towards it, it can be easy to predict. Very unfortunate for the Drekar in that situation. First barrier is going to fall. Turret unable to find the goal. Black hole is going to take out another member, though, of the DILFDOZER. The wheels are falling off the bus right now for this team in red. Good Ahmed, nice little fake right there, but isn't able to break that first defender. GranDSenpai can't make the save, and we're looking at match point.
Oh my gosh. They might just be able to do it, the Hunters. 1 step closer to a potential victory here in this series. Good to go for the 2-1. Let's see if they can do it, though. Because the DILFDOZERS, they're ready for war.
Oh my gosh! Torrchi just went on a spree, straightforward 2 KOs. You cannot defend against that, and Kruha is just burning flips because they can. They score at will, Matsy, and with that, they take Group B. They are Dubu Hunters, and Dubu has been hunted.
Insane stuff, honestly, Max, coming through from the Hunters there. That last moment, execution, just making waves for them. Tremendous stuff, and a perfect way to close out this series.
It's just... You see this sometimes. Teams have, like, the best teams has that next level, right? They have that ability to just, you know, kind of spinal tap it and turn the amp up to 11, and I think we saw that with that last point. Casual 25k damage coming out from Lunirs. That's all well and good. A casual 12 KOs from Torrchi.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man, honestly. It goes to show and reflects exactly what went down in the server there. Like, that was just absolutely insane through and through.
It was a good series, and when you kind of look at it as a whole, like, again, the DILFDOZERS, we kind of pegged as a team, yeah, they might be able to upset, they might make that deep run, and guess what? In a double elimination format, this is definitely not the last we've seen of the DILFDOZERS, but when we're looking at this setting as overall, Dubu Hunters kind of proving they still have a little bit of that tier up above, and I'll be curious to see, you know, how it plays out moving forward. I mean, there are some other big names still out there and about, like LGBZ. Is one of them, and I think the Juice Stand was the other one that we need to be keeping our eyes on. They've also won Group 3, so some big names out there still playing. That's all going to happen, though, day 2, because we're going to be back at this tomorrow. That's going to be the double elimination, best of ones until we get to the semifinals and the grand final, when we will shift to that best of 3. But if today is any inclination of some of the action we're going to see moving forwards, I am so ready for it, especially because I get to see this wonderful Twitch chat once again. I mean, geez Louise, these guys have been, they've been firing all day, Matsy. Absolutely.
I love the liveliness of everybody who's come through to support their favorite players. That's right. It's OCE. It's esports. And we love every single one of you for coming out today.
Yeah, we definitely do, and I'm looking for it. Again, look, here's the thing, Matsy. We're the new guys, right? Like, these guys have been in this scene building it for a good long while now. Since beta, they've been out there grinding, they've been out there playing, and they want to see the scene grow. And I guess we're just the first tag-alongs, I guess, that have kind of come in. So, like, a really big thank you to them for allowing us to kind of talk to them. Again, happy birthdays to Nero right now. Just spam that in the chat. I don't know if it's real or not. Again, I'm the new guy. I just happen to have a microphone right now, and if I'm making a fool of myself, so be it. But happy birthday, Nero. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. And, yeah, it's been a fun one.
Yeah, it's been great, honestly. Definitely really happy with how today shaped up, and keen to see exactly what tomorrow looks like as well, Max. I think this is only the start of what this tournament is going to shape up to be.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's going to be a good one. Personally, yeah, I'm going to be back, but we're also going to have some other new names coming along as well as some familiar ones. Switch and Lumos, I'm sure you guys know of them. They're going to be here alongside Gex. If you follow Rocket League, you'll know all about Gex, as well as Digital Bacon from EU, kind of going to be our foreign caster we're dragging along to this one, as well as our top 8 teams. Now, we don't have all of them secured just yet. We're still waiting to figure out if it's going to be Die or Jammers Gamers who's going to be taking that last spot, but alongside them will be Hold, D, Pivot, Battlerite, Dubu Hunters, DILFDOZERS, the Juice Squad, Cabin, Squish, LGBZ. They are the 7 that are secured. And on that note, Twitch is trying to spell again, and it looked Lunirs got through. It was all the work of one person, but that got through. So you know what, Twitch? You spelt something, even if it was only Capybara, you did it, and I think that's a good note to end on.
Absolutely. Well done,
Oh,
guys.
Wait. Hot off the presses? Hot off the presses? Okay, I was told to refresh the page, and it still hasn't changed, so I don't know. I thought maybe Die or Jammers Gamers got the win, but
Refresh the page.
I did. Nothing
Do it again.
changed.
Do it
Nothing
again.
changed.
Change the result. It's not real.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yep, stick around. You'll find out. I'm sure an announcement will be made. But on that note, a big thank you as well to everyone. Again, one last time you came in. Everyone who played it didn't make it through. A big thank you to them. And, of course, a thank you to our 2 American casters who stepped up today. Alex and Yeesh, my goodness. I mean, it was like 4 in the morning for them. So do go out there and show them some love when you can. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.